Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Granny Joe Show. So, I found out the hard way that when you start a new game, you have to watch the entire cutscene and you can't get out of it. Like, I had to do like a weird maneuver to get out of the game because I just wanted to test it. Like, I didn't want to play it, I wanted to test it. I couldn't get out of the cutscene. The cutscene's like really long. So, I'm playing this because it was a request. Somebody on Tumblr requested me to play this. So we're going to play it together. During this, I'm also kind of want to talk about Tales from the Borderlands. I would just play Tales from the Borderlands, but Telltale games are really hard to cover. Actually, I'm going to talk to you. I'm just going to... It's so long, I might as well just talk over it. This is not an official walkthrough. If you want to, like, watch a legit one, like, watch another channel, because I'm going to talk over everybody.
Too bad, I'm telling you anyway.
So... yeah, this was requested for me. I want to talk about Tales through here because Telltale games are really hard to cover because they have so many cutscenes and no gameplay that it's like I'm constantly talking over the characters, so people get annoyed with that. So I decided just to play Borderlands 2. I love this game to death. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I decided to play it, and I'll talk over it, and I'll talk about Tales, talk about this game. I also want to do a challenge over this one because Borderlands 2 is a really long game, and even if I just play the DLC, which I plan on doing, just the DLC, because I haven't played DLC before, even if I do the DLC, it's really long. So we're going to do a challenge. The challenge is going to be, I have this like question app thing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer questions from this app. And maybe we can come up with some interesting stories. I don't know. I've never done this before, so we'll see how this goes. But first I'll talk about like Tales and how I feel about Borderlands. I love Borderlands. I love it. Like, I love everything about it. I think it's quirky. I think it's interesting. I think it's different. And Tales from the Borderlands is one of my favorite games. And I don't know. There's so much that I like about Tales. It's hard to like summarize it up in like a sentence. Like, if you haven't played Tales, I highly recommend it. It's called Tales from the Borderlands. I highly recommend it. The only thing I don't like about Tales is episode 5. I thought episode 5 was very weak, and I have a lot of reasoning for that. One being that one of the reasons why I was recommended to play this game is because I created 3 articles back in the day that talked about homophobia not only in Telltale games but like video games in general, and I talked about the homophobia that was in Tales from the Borderlands because there's a lot of it. And at the time I made it because I was outraged by all the homophobia that was in it. And a lot of people could not see what I was talking about. They're like, what are you talking about? There is no homosexuality in Tales. Like, you're reading too much into it, or you're overreacting, or whatever. So I wrote the articles to kind of break down exactly what I saw. And the reason why people can't see any of the homosexuality or homophobia in video games is because of heterosexuality. And I'm not going to be able to say it. Heteronormativity. I can't never say the word, but heteronormativity, which basically means that heterosexuality in our society is the default. And everything that is not heterosexual is strange or different. And because we're used to this, people just don't see gay people. They don't think they exist. They don't think homosexuality exists. They don't think homosexual undertones exist. They only think straight people exist. So when they play Tales, they don't see any of this stuff because they are looking through it in straight eyes. So I broke down how gay people would play the game and how gay people would be very upset by Tales from the Borderlands. And I'll link in the description. If I could find the articles, I'll link them if you want to read them yourself. I would already explain it here, but I got so mad about it that I had to step away from social media and video game and Borderlands for a while. Like, I was so mad about it, and I'm scared to go back to it. I'm scared to like go back to the game and to talk about it again because I'm gonna get mad again. And for everybody's record, to anybody who thought I overreacted or overanalyzed the game, it turns out that there was dialogue that was recorded of Vaughn admitting that he's at least bisexual or curious. Alright, so I wasn't making it up. The developers really were thinking of them being gay. But due to circumstance, due to like how homosexuality is done in entertainment, they weren't really able to pull through with it. And so it was never made into the final product. Him being gay or him being questioning or whatever. So it wasn't just me full of shit. Like, I was really seeing this stuff. but people were like messaging me saying, like, giving me all these giving me shit about it. Because there's a lot of gay characters in Borderlands. Can you see you can see my mouth for some reason. There's a lot of homosexual people. Like this character right here is agender, I think. Doesn't have a gender. So there's a lot of members from the LGBT community, so it's not that weird to think that a character from Tales would be gay. It's not that weird. This really isn't. So I don't know why people are reacting to me like I was being absurd. But, whatever. So that's my little rant about Tales. I also have problems with episode 5 because I feel like episode 5, like they had started a lot of plot ideas and then dropped them in episode 5. Like Valerie and all this other stuff. And I found out later that the reasoning for that may have been because they changed writers, like one of the main writers of Telltale Games left. So that may have been why it seemed like episode 5 seemed different, or why the later Telltale Games like Walking Dead season 3 seems weird. I'm gonna choose this lady even though I use sniper rifles. So I will warn you. I like this cap. I'm gonna warn you right now that I'm not great at playing this by myself. I like this one. I am not. I will probably die a whole bunch of times. I'll just keep her name because I'm used to playing with another person. So me playing by myself is gonna be really weird. So I'm gonna, this is gonna be a shit show. But I'm gonna get through the beginning until I can get to the DLC. Great. So let's wait for her to get up.
Handsome Jack's been busy.
Okay. So if you have any questions for me that you want me to do during the challenge, because I'm just going to be answering from the app, but if you want me to answer something specific, either about Borderlands or my life or art or whatever, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Oh, I can't move. Leave it in the comments and I'll answer them. Like, if you want me to talk about something specific in Borderlands, like how I feel about a specific thing, just leave it and I'll talk about it. The only reason why I'm not going in, like, extreme detail about Tales or Borderlands is because, again, I had so much personal investment in it that I'm scared to, like, really dive in. But if you want me to talk about a specific thing, I don't mind. Like, if you want me to talk about certain thing about Handsome Jack or something, I'm cool with doing it. It's just that if I have full freedom, like, and I can talk about whatever I want, I will get, like, angry on this channel. Okay, click OK. New golden key. Alright. So let's go over the first question while we're doing this, because I have seen this intro 500 times, because I love this game. I've played it 100 times with my friends.
I'll explain everything soon, but know this. You're alive for a reason, and I am here to help you.
Okay, let's follow the Mr. Claptrap. I hate Claptrap. Sorry if you do, I just hate him. I hate him. I'm on Handsome Jack's side. Okay, so the first question for my question challenge. Shut up, Claptrap. I'm trying to do a challenge here. So rude. Okay. Cool. First question is, what do you wear to sleep? I actually don't wear anything to sleep. I used to, when I was growing up, I used to wear, like, everything, like pajama pants, shirt, and all that. I thought it was really weird not to wear all that shit.
Your ability to walk short distances without dying will be Handsome Jack's downfall.
So that's what I used to do when I was younger, but then I got lazy, and so I just wore, like, nothing to bed, and I found that way more comfortable. Like, significantly more comfortable, so I've just been doing that.
Just a little added security.
So I don't wear anything. Not to be weird and saucy on this channel, but...
Rip your eyes out.
Alright. I'm scared because this is going to be really hard to answer shit, and I don't know what that means. Hold on, let's go in here. A lot of these questions kind of suck on this generator. Let's look around, let's look around. I've never played this on my own, so I've never really seen this, like, full screen. Ah, okay, I see. I've never played it on the PC. I've always played it on the console.
Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed. Now, The creatures around here are dangerous.
Poor Claptrap.
None more than this bullymong named Knuckle Dragger. Killed everyone I know.
I think I got everything.
Anywho, I keep a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergency.
Okay, let me see if I can get a good question.
We should be pretty safe.
What's the worst thing you can say on the first date? That's the next question. Let's wait for this cutscene.
My eye! Ah!
Why did he steal his eye? I've always wondered that. Okay.
The gun in the cabinet.
Okay, the gun in the cabinet. Oh, okay, here's my gun. Oh, it's awful.
Once upon a time, 4 Vault Hunters changed Pandora forever.
It's terrible, terrible gun. Okay, what's the worst thing you see on your first date? I've only been on one date in my life, and it was terrible. He insulted me the entire time.
Apart from the excruciating pain, this is great.
Oh, okay, here you go.
I've been waiting for
Is he gonna let me go?
to help me reach safety.
I've only been on one date. He insulted me the entire time. Then he got up and left. And I had to pay for the meal myself. Like, I had to pay for his side too. And so I say never what to say on the first date. It's just don't insult them. Like, he insulted my necklace. He insulted, like, my personality. Like don't do that. Like, don't say that. Like, so I say that's, like, the worst thing. Just be polite. Like, be a decent human being. And after that, like, at the end, he like, made this wave gesture at me to kiss him. And I was like, no, like, I don't even really know who you are, and you're not, like, entitled to me a kiss. Like, this is just for us to get to know each other. Like, why did you think, like, I don't know why he thought the date was going so well that I would kiss him. It was really bizarre. Like, he did this weird wave thing. And I was like, no.
Just let me get this door open and we'll hunt ourselves a bullymong.
So I never dated again after that. I know that's not, like, how dates are. And, like,
Onward, seeing eye minion. Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything.
and that if I had another date, probably wouldn't be like that. But I'm really scared about it, like, because I've heard, like, nightmare stories, where, like, someone, like, my friend, like, kissed a dude and he just, like, kissed her without really asking, and I'm like, that stuff shit freaks me out, because, like, I just don't want to do anything like that. That's a good setup right there, where he, like, knocked into one of those, like, icings to open up to, like, destroy it. That was a good gameplay thing that he did to establish that I could do that myself. Okay.
Let's go this way.
Okay. What is the best thing about living? Oh, it's V. Interesting. Okay.
I hear bullymongs. Sick of minion. Protect me, Squire.
Oh god, I'm scared. Okay, they're not that hard. They're not that hard. What is the best thing about living in my city? I like that it's cheap. I know that's kind of a silly thing to say, but I used to live in New York City. Everything there was really, really, really expensive. And here in Texas, it is just, like, a way more affordable. So I have to say that. That and, like, just see how it looks, because everything is so beautiful. And, in Austin, and, like, people aren't as grumpy. I love New York City, don't get me wrong. I really, really like, I really like New York City. I would go back if I could, like, afford it. But it's just, like, everybody's so miserable there, it kind of gets to you after a while. And here, people are at least, like, a little bit happier. Frostbite. Alright, let's kill this little motherfucker. Oh no, that's Claptrap. This is, like, way easier when it's just me. Typically, these guys, like, will do a lot of damage, but I'm not doing a whole lot. I think the game gets progressively harder depending on How many people you have? Ah, shit. I will still like probably die a whole bunch of times.
Great! Now get me out of here before more bullymongs arrive.
Hey kiddo, Jack here, president of Hyperion. Let me explain how things work here. The Vault Hunters show up, Vault Hunter looks for the new vault, Vault Hunter gets killed. By me. You see in the problem here? You're still alive. So if you could just do me a favor and off yourself, that'd be great. Thanks, Pumpkin.
I love the voice actor. He's great. I don't think there could be like another Handsome Jack. Okay, so I'm gonna do part 2 of this. So I'll see you guys later.